So what is going on, guys? In today's video I will show you the top 20 best champion tier list in Raid Shadow Legends 2025. So this game has a lot of unique champions that we can play, and we have a wide variety to choose from, but the big question is, what champion is the best and can do the highest damage possible, and much more. I've done a bunch of testing and these are the results. And let me tell you guys something exciting. There has never been a better time to start playing Raid. They have over 5 million monthly users, and while Raid celebrates their 6 years, they went crazy with the amount of giveaways for the new players. So check this out. After downloading Raid via my link, you will get incredible birthday package, in which we have this epic hero called Zargala for free, plus other goodies with a total value of $60. And this is not all, here we have 3 more free promo codes and legendary champions just for you. So first, use promo code Supreme6 to get your first legendary champion called the Supreme Gallic. Then for our second legendary champion we have the Sun Wukong, which you can get by using the promo code Monkey King for new players. And lastly, we have our third legendary champion called the Alice the Wanderer, that all players can get who log in into the raid for 7 days before March 26. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't already, then click my link in the description, download Raid and claim these free limited time offers. So starting our list at number 20, we have the Coldheart. And by the way, all of these champions in this tier list are S tier. Just because of how many there are, and not to make this video too long, I have turned this video into only S tier champions. So Coldheart is a rare champion who punches way above her weight. Thanks to her Heartseeker ability, she deals massive HP based damage, which makes her a boss killing machine. If you're tackling the Spider's Den or the Fire Knight's castle, then she's an absolute must have. Next up at 19, we have the Bad-el-Kazar. This is a legendary support champion who cleanses, debuffs, heals and boosts attack power all at once. His passive ability increases survivability, which makes him an excellent pick for Doom Tower, Faction Wars and Dungeons. His main strength is his insane healing power, so he will passively heal all allies every time they deal damage, which makes him a top tier support. Next, his Malice ability will spread poison across enemies, which makes him a nightmare for bosses. And lastly, he will remove debuffs from allies while increasing their attack, making him crucial in fights where poison, stuns and debuffs are a threat. Next up we have the Bigun, who is a powerhouse of a champion that has insane AoE damage. His skills decrease turn meter, slows enemies and hits like a truck, so if you're farming campaign stages or smashing through dungeon waves, then he's one of the best AoE nukers in the game for sure. At number 17 we have the Arbiter. She is the queen of the arena battles. Her turn meter boost, revivability and attack buffs will make her a top tier pick for PvP, clan boss and faction wars. If you manage to unlock her from the mission rewards, then she will be a game changer for your account. Next, coming in at 16, we have the Duchess Lilitu, who is a top tier support champion that provides veil, damage mitigation and revives. She is one of the best defensive champions in the game, and specifically perfect for the arena and high tier PvE content. Then at number 15 we have the unstoppable Krisk the Ageless. This is a legendary tank with unmatched defensive skills. He applies ally protection, shields and defensive buffs while decreasing enemy attack and defense. Overall, he is a top tier pick for clan bosses, Hydras and the Doom Tower event. At number 14 we have the Rotos the Lost Groom. With his HP based attacks, extra turns and the unkillable mechanics, he can single-handedly destroy enemies in arena and PvE. He is known for his high single target damage, extra turn mechanics and unkillable potential. He is also one of the strongest duelists in the game, by excelling in both arena and PvE content. His skills allow him to deal colossal damage to enemies by ignoring defenses and shields. And lastly, Rotos can gain extra turns and reduce enemy HP, which makes him a nightmare in long fights. Next we have the Siphi, the Lost Bride. As one of the best healers and speedrunners in the game, she will dominate PvP and high level PvE. I recommend to pair her with Rotos, and you will get one of the most deadly duos in the game. At number 12 we have the mighty Valkyrie. With the biggest shields in the game and the counter-attack abilities, she is an in-game clan boss queen that can outperform most other S tier champs. Valkyrie is a S tier champion specifically for PvE content. Her counter-attack, shields and the turn meter control will make her one of the most valuable legendary champions in the game. If you get her, then this is the top priority to build, because not only her skills will make her incredibly tanky in defensive teams, but also she's one of the best champions for unkillable and counter-attack teams. Next we have Turvold that takes the spot at number 11 with his insane damage output. If you can set him up with buffs, then he will melt bosses and single target enemies in seconds. Turvold is an absolute beast when fully buffed, which is capable of one-shotting bosses and enemies with his Juggernaut ability. Although he will require setup to reach his full potential, but in the right team he can outdamage most champions in the game. If you get him, then he is a top tier damage dealer for clan bosses and boss fights. Starting at number 10 we have Zavia. This is an S-tier poison nuker from the Dark Elves faction, excelling in PvE content like dungeons, clan bosses and Doom Tower. Her ability to instantly detonate poison debuffs will make her one of the fastest wave clearer champions, especially for Dragon Slayer and the dungeon speedrun. If you pull Zavia, then make her a top priority for dungeon speed farming and boss fights. You also want to pair her with a poison heavy champion, like the Bad-el-Kazar, Taurus or the Noxious, so this way we could maximize her insane burst damage potential. At number 9 we have Warlord. This is another S-tier legendary support champion from the Orcs faction, who is widely considered as one of the best champions in the entire game. His ability to fully deplete enemy skills will make him an unmatched control champion in arena, while his shielding and sustain make him a powerhouse in PvE content. He also has the best skill in the game, so his A3 the Orcish Rituals not only puts enemy skills on cooldown, but also deplete their turn meter, which makes him a nightmare in PvP. Overall, if you pull Warlord, then he's a game changer for arena, PvE content and the endgame battles. Next up we have Kymar. His ability to reset ally skills and sleep enemies will place him at top tiers. Overall, he is essential for speed farming or crowd control. He's one of the most versatile champions in the game, excelling in arena, dungeon speedruns and Doom Tower. His Seal of Magic skill will reset all ally cooldowns, allowing for back-to-back nukes or instant reuse of key abilities. On top of this, he will reset poison explosions, wave clearing skills and boss killing abilities, which makes him one of the best dungeon champions overall. Then at number 7 we have the Arena Queen Trunda Giltmallet. She has the hardest hitting AoE attack in the game, which makes her one of the best nukers available. Her Cloak of Age skill will deal insane damage, especially when enemies are under stun, freeze or the sleep debuff, and her double hitting makes her viable in Hydra when built properly. Then at number 6 we have the Candraphon. He's an S-tier legendary attack champion from the Doom Spawn faction, known for his massive nuking potential and self-buffing mechanics. He's one of the best damage dealers in arena, especially when paired with a strong Veil champion like the Duchess Lilitu. His passive will grant bonus damage, defenses and speed when veiled, making him one of the hardest hitting champions in the game, while his A2, the Punish Hybrids, can wipe out entire teams, especially when the Veil is active. At number 5 we have Lydia. She's a faction war reward, and her block revive and defensive buffs make her one of the best champions in the game. She's highly regarded for her comprehensive skill set that offers crowd control, debuffing, buffing and revival capabilities. Her passive skill, the Deathhold, is particularly notable for disrupting enemy strategies that rely on reviving champions, significantly impacting both PvP and PvE scenarios. Then for one of the last ones we have the Sicia Flametongue. She is a specialized champion designed to maximize damage through HP burn debuffs. Her abilities will synergize very well with other HP burn champions, such as Artak, that enhances overall damage output. Most people usually get great success with her in places like the Fire Knight, Spider, Hydra, Doom Tower and the Cursed City. Next up we have the Cardiel, who provides cleansing, team buffs and speed boosts, which makes him an arena and clan boss legend. Overall, this is a versatile and invulnerable support champion, excelling in various game modes, including arena, clan boss and faction wars. His abilities will provide healing, debuff cleansing and damage mitigation, which makes him a top tier choice for enchanting the team performance. Players fortunate enough to acquire him will find him a great asset to any team. Then at number 2 we have the Hegemon. With his first turn ability, the Hegemon will dominate arena battles by controlling fights before they even start. Overall, he remains a formidable champion, especially in arena scenarios, where controlling the first move can dictate the flow of battle. However, his recent adjustments to the passive ability have nerfed him a bit, although when building a team around the Hegemon it's essential to consider these changes and strategize accordingly to leverage his strengths while mitigating the potential vulnerabilities. And then finally at number 1 we have Siphi, and even more specifically Siphi with the Rotos combo. Their synergy makes them unstoppable in both arena and PvE battles. This is widely regarded as one of the most powerful and versatile champions in Raid Shadow Legends. Her abilities will provide unparalleled support, including debuff application, theme revival and buffing. And also her passive skill will further enhance the team's performance by boosting the turn meter gains and much more. So thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or ideas for my next raid videos, then please let me know them in the comments below. And on top of this, if you haven't started playing already, then what are you waiting for? Click my link in the description to get the anniversary bonuses available only by using my link. You will immediately get a huge anniversary starter pack worth $60 with an epic Zargala and other useful starter items. Also, don't forget to use the special anniversary promo code Supreme6 to get the legendary champion the Supreme Gallic. And if that is not enough, then use promo code Monkey King to get the legendary champion the Sun Wukong. Just remember that you can use only one promo code every 24 hours. And with that said, I will see you in the next video, so take it easy, peace.